You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. We're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hi, how are we doing today? Hold on, I think this needs to go down a bit lower. Hi everyone. I was just trying to pull up some images of some things I wanted to show today, and here we are. This loaded up a little bit quicker than I thought. I thought I had a little bit more time. So yeah, I might have to do some stuff on the fly a little bit later. I do apologize. Hello to everybody who is in the comments, who is in the chat, I should say. Let me see who is here. Hey, Maria, Kathleen, Lorena, Melanie. Sorry, my brain, the coffee still has not hit my brain yet. The caffeine has not touched my soul. Melanie, Julie, Angela, playing with Mrs. Shoot, Laurie, Dana, Candy, Sharon. Yes, everyone is mostly feeling better. There's like a cough that's hanging around, and but yeah, and just I guess a bit of exhaustion from being sick and trying to push through. So yeah, that's been fun. Michelle, Michael, yeah, sorry, I was just about to go live and my machine needed a reboot, and it does take a little bit for it to reboot, so I do apologize for that. Thank you, Michelle, for your comments. Hi, Bianca. Hi, Katie. Sherelle, have I said hi to Sherelle yet? 95, I still haven't done. Every time I see somebody talk about Fahrenheit, I'm like, wow. But so thank you so much for doing the conversion for me. That's 35. Oh, that is hot. That is hot. Sherelle, is that your nope to Diana's comments? Hey, Tracy, Nikki. I wish it was 91. Oh, it was 91 here in California, says Michelle. I'm not a fan of the hot weather at all. Here I am in Sydney wearing a jacket and eating delicious soup that my 11-year-old chef just cooked up. Ooh. I'm like, I wonder if I could get Indy to make soup. I'm like, no. Yeah, it's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a hot one here because it's already hot. Hi, Marisol, who is little planning corner. Sorry, Michael's making some noise at the front. I don't think he realized how much it echoes down the hallway. I just returned from New Orleans where it was 5 degrees hotter, but oddly it was dry there. Yeah, I think like there's like hot and then hot and humid. Up here in Queensland, it gets way more humid. Hold on. Sorry, I was just reading the comment. So Michael wrote in the comments, which is what I was just reading going, while I remember I used your Starlit Stories order to test a new fast courier option. So we're testing a few things out, which is very exciting. 42. That's not okay. That is stay away. Oh, hey, Holly. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, wow. If you're here, give us a hearts up. Hearts up. Oh my gosh, where is my words? My words are not wording. Give me a thumbs up, a like. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell, all that sort of jargon that I can never remember. Just reading through some more comments about Wild in not Vegas. Oh my goodness. Sammy, get your ish together. What is going on? Hi, Cindy. Wild in Dallas. I received, wow, hold on. So Michelle, I can't remember where you're from. I think they're in the US. I received my last order in just under a week here in, Maria is moving to Texas, and I do get to go to Wild. Yay, that's exciting. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, wow. I will be living about an hour from Dallas, but I am going this year finally. Yay, I'm guessing that's next year. Next year, right? So like 2014. Hey, Katie, Nina. Couldn't leave my son again so soon. Yeah, absolutely understand. I get really nervous with leaving the kids. Not that they're not being looked after, but just it's really hard. Hey, Christina. Hey, Nadella, Penny, Candy. And I think I've just caught up to like the like when I've gone live. I've got you on the big screen. Okay, Jamie, that's not daunting at all. You got this hand purple, blue piece, all the YouTube jargon. I'm guessing they're meant to be like emojis. Don't forget to like the video. Yes, thank you so much. I love that people are sort of reminding me what to say. Welcome to the Hot Mess Show, otherwise known as PA Live. Oh, I need to stretch. Oh, that felt good. I said to Indy the other day, Indy, I did puppy yoga the other day. And she goes, Mummy, what's puppy yoga? And I said, it's where you lay out your yoga mat and you attempt to do some yoga poses and the puppy comes and just jumps on you and licks you all over and will not let you do yoga and lays on top of you so you can't move. She goes, that sounds like fun. And I'm like, it kind of was. So yeah, just trying some new stuff here. Speaking of new, I have pre-recorded some new YouTube stories, which I am going to, not YouTube stories, some Instagram stories, which I'm going to be posting probably tomorrow. Not a hot mess. This is the Spicy Disaster Network, the SDN. Oh my goodness, 4 new kittens. Maybe they would do yoga. Oh, that would be cute. Okay, so you know what? Let me just jump on into Wild since we're all sort of chatting about that, and then, yeah, we can jump through. I'm wondering if, so I know I do a little bit of a blurb at the start. I'm wondering if I should move that to the end and we do all the, previews and all that sort of stuff at the beginning, and that way we can just sort of chill out and relax at the end. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should I do that at the start as like an intro where I'm warming up, because it does help to warm up and just talk about what's been going on here, or should I do that just before Q&A at the end? And I know that's going to be a mixed bag. Okay, so let's swap over to Wild. Oh yes, that's right. And one thing I didn't really want to announce last week, but I can announce now, is that we are part of the Go Wild Collab Sale. We do it every year. It's something that we really look forward to. I sort of really super subtly hinted to it last week, saying that there was a sale on around this time of year, and it's going to be wild and stuff like that. But I think maybe it was a little bit too subtle. But anyway, we are going to be participating in the wild sale towards the end of the month. I am super excited. I just want to sell as much as what we possibly can. If you have friends who haven't heard about us, or people online who haven't heard about us, we're going to be doing some big discounting, and we just need some stuff sold. So yeah, I'm hoping that gives us a little bit of a boost towards the end of the month. And not only that, but I hope that, that was a subtle hit last night. I must have read through it. Yeah. So, yeah, that is on the schedule, because they have embargoes on what we can talk about and when we can talk about it, which is understandable. And previously working in the video games industry, absolutely understand that those sort of level the playing field, which is fantastic. So I kind of didn't want to say anything too over the top last week, just in case I wasn't allowed to say that the wild sale is upcoming, but then they announced it that Monday in the USA, which was like Monday night after the live. So anyway, it's official. We are in the live. We are in the collab sale. It's going to be amazing. And yes, the sale will be more than just the wild stuff. It's going to be on a lot of our stuff, not everything. So there are some items which are too heavy to discount as much as we're doing. So we're sort of going to be staggering the discount, just because we're a lot more impacted by shipping costs than, say, a lot of the shops who are based in the USA. So yeah, there's going to be huge discounts. They will be staggered, and some items may not be discounted at all. So I hope that makes sense. It's, vague posting right now. But yes, we will have more information on that coming up soon once Michael and I finalize it, and all the details for that. So yay! What's next? Go Wild, super excited about that, really hoping to get over there, because as I said, I've got some amazing friends in Texas and in the States in general. So I am, just very excited about going and catching up with my friends, seeing the Wild team who I miss dearly. Seeing the other people who I made connections with in Vegas in 2019, meeting some new people as well. I really just love connecting with the community, not just on a shop level, but on a people level. On a people level. Yay, that makes sense. I hope to get some things I've had my eye on for months. Woohoo! So yeah, that is fantastic. So make sure to let everybody know, what we do here. I mean, that goes with, oh my gosh, I just looked at my screen where I can see my face. Ugh. Yeah, tell everyone what we do. Because I found on a personal level, so personal level, I don't know whether that's the right way to say it, but like, I talk about this on my Insta story, which I haven't posted yet, which I'm editing on my thing. But it's, there's a shop level, and then there's, a personal me level, like getting to just be myself and being around the amazing community. And I mean, it's very hard not to be myself on these lives because I'm, spicy. What did Bianca say? Spicy something, Spicy Disaster Network, hot mess. That's cool. I'm owning it. You know what? That's just me. Moving into a new level of me. Anyway, that's another thing. So anyway, Go Wild, super excited. Cannot wait to get there. Hopefully I can get there. My fingers are crossed. Please don't. I had some people who said they went so that they could meet me last time, and then I got really upset that I couldn't get there, and I felt really guilty. So please don't go thinking that it's guaranteed I'm going to get there. I'm like 80%, hopefully we'll get there. But, I would hate for somebody to be upset that I didn't get there. Thank you so much, Candy. I mean, I didn't even check. Oh my gosh. I just realized I've still got Panda Eyes from this morning. Oh my goodness. I can't even find my wipes. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I think I left my wipes upstairs. Okay. Well, that's fun. Oh, it's on the other way. Hold on. When you don't have time to look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, hot mess show. Woot woot. And now I'm really self-conscious about it. Okay. Yeah, to my son. I'm guessing your son has a pool. I've missed some of that chat. Sorry. And I understand that. If I go is what I mean. I'm still debating it. Yeah, understandably. We will 100% be upset if you don't make it, but we'll not be mad. Yeah, I feel that. That's how I'm feeling. I love the realness that is you. Some of us, oh wow, hold on. Some of us look a bit of a shocker too. It's just that you can't see us. I'd love to get every year with the idea. Sorry, my screen just keeps jumping with the comments. I'm getting more comments, which is wonderful because it tells YouTube that we're engaging, but it's just hard to keep up. I'd go every year with the idea and opportunity to meet you. If you can make it, it will be a blessing. If not, there's always next year. Absolutely. It's okay. We're just keeping it real here. Absolutely. I don't look in a mirror when I do have time. What you see is what you get. Actually, you don't look shocking. I worded that wrong. Oh, no, don't worry. It's all good. I do feel like... So I went... Indy and I went to see the Barbie movie yesterday. Oh, my goodness. I have so many things I need to say. Different post. So I wore makeup, and I don't normally wear makeup. And obviously, when I take off my mascara, I didn't take it off well enough. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Nikki, that would... There are way more worthy things to do a GoFundMe for besides getting me over there. I mean, I absolutely appreciate the sentiment though. But yeah, I know that there's a lot of people who are very in need. Okay, so I've had a quick chat about Wild and going over the collab sale. Oh, the other thing about Wild is once there is a merch license, yes, we will absolutely be purchasing a merch license and doing a bunch of goodies. We still do have Wild goodies from last year. And to be honest, I'm going to have a hard time letting go of the melody. Like, I love that melody. And I'm sort of... It's hard because Vegas had a really easy theme. It was Vegas. California, the theme was a little bit, it was easy because there was beach and all that sort of stuff, but it also was a little bit harder because we didn't want to infringe on the Disney trademarks and copyrights and things like that. So that was really difficult not to put any Disney in. Also because if I went to California, Disney was going to be such a large part of my trip. So this year in Dallas, I'm finding a little bit harder, and I've got friends who live in Dallas, so they're sort of guiding me and helping me out. Because, you know, being here in Australia, we get the stereotypical what Dallas would mean, and I'm like, I don't know if that really works for A, our community, B, you know, and we've got some ideas that are rolling around currently, and I don't want to talk about them too much in detail, but yeah, it's exciting. I always love working on the Wild range because I really get to play. Will you consider maybe a classic melody for Go Wild? I always wonder if that's too big for Go. I know that there's a huge classic following because PGW has roots in EC, and EC is a larger format planner, which works in the classic. One thing I've always wanted to do was almost a smaller, I know this is going to sound weird, but hang with me for a second, almost like a smaller version where it's a bit of a like on the go jotter, is that even a word? On the go sort of notebook where you can put your card, your hotel card in, and it's more of just like something that can go in your pocket. Maybe it's got a phone magnet, or I don't know. I wanted to do that last year, didn't get to do it. There's a lot of design involved in that. But yeah, it's, you know, it's something that's rolling around. One other thing I have considered for the classic is just doing like these snap-on covers. I now have a supplier who will do that. So yeah, how about just some covers? That is something that I am tossing up and thinking, yes, a classic, please. Like a passport wallet. Yeah, I think so. And hold on 2 seconds. Let me grab something. So this was one of my first, you can see I used it as this was like my on the go. I'm just looking for my slippers. My feet are cold. And like I've got a little notebook in there, and it wouldn't be like this exactly. But you know, it was just really, I've taken stuff out of here and put stuff in here just because it's like, it was my wallet for a very long period of time. And yeah, something maybe this size, and I think this is A6 personal passport, or along those sizes. So I kind of would love to do that, but also it depends on time. At the moment, time is, I don't know how it's Monday again. Oh, can I compare that to the DC? Yeah, okay, hold on, give me a second. That was a really good question. Hold on. Okay, so there's my wild DC one. Hold on. Why am I doing this here? Okay, hold on. Wait. Why is my my Stream Deck has just decided to not update. And without my Stream Deck, I can't change all my stuff. Hold on 1 second, everybody. I want it to go to Ecamm. There we go. Okay, demo. Okay, thank you for the like, whoever just thumbed up. Okay, so I did a whole bunch of different little I'll just take that off in case that's got personal details on there. Different sizes over time, but yeah, this was, yeah, I think it was an A6. And we've got the A6, that's the B6, and then, or maybe the other thing is I do our new, oh my gosh, I can't even close that because I've got so many planners in it. Maybe I do our new A5 size. I mean, this I feel is like a really good just on the go size. Maybe I could even put like, I really need to like just stop talking right now because I'm like saying all the stuff that I really want to do that's rumbling around in my head with absolutely no confirmation that it's going to be possible. But yeah, I would love to do like a smaller, this size that is, has a wrist strap, but again, so I'm going to put a huge caveat on all this. Yes, we will have a wild range. Let me focus in, circle back. We will have a wild range. I don't know how that's going to work with a planner, what size we're going to do, but you know, I'm just sort of rolling some ideas off the top of my head. I would absolutely love a mini one. Fake thunder. Yeah, I'm not even going to give myself thunder because I don't want people to get too excited. But this is, yeah, this is big enough to write stuff and fits in my purse. Absolutely. Hi, Heather. Oh, but seeing that it's Texas, bigger is better. Yeah, that is a very... Anyway, we shall see. We shall see. We will see. Tangent. Side quests. Okay, that was not a side quest I planned to get into today. Sammy's brain and imagination thunder. Maybe I need like a little, what's it called? A lightning bulb instead of a thunderstrike. Can I give myself sparks? Does sparks work on here? No, they must be hidden. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's still early days though for that. You know, there's a lot that goes into this. I think, okay, so I think with this, Cheryl, it's like, because I've even heard the quote, everything's bigger in Texas. And I don't know if there's any negativity around that, but so please excuse my ignorance if there is. But yeah, that's where I think that has come from. Okay, so that is, I guess, all the Go Wild updates and some previews into my crazy brain. Oh. Next up, what I wanted to talk about was the stuff that I was looking for the screenshots of, and I could not find them. Not the screenshots, but the details that I could not find them. I had everything planned so well for today, and I do not know what happened. As soon as it went live, I just dropped my bundle. So one of the things I really wanted to talk about today was the fact that we have some new digital kits. I know that they have been a very, very long time coming. And maybe maybe what I can bring up is, I'm going to try. Okay, hold on, because I know that I can screen share. So just please bear with me while I work this out. And I bring up my Etsy shop. Riveting lives, right? Okay, so Etsy makes it so hard to see the seller. Okay, hold on. Let me see. How do I do this? I then go. Whoop, not that one. Nope. This one. Hey. Okay, so we do have, I can get there eventually. I was just kept showing the wrong thing. So we do have some new creative kits over on our website, over on Etsy. So the 3 new ones are Celebrate, Serenity, and why are these not sorted by most recent? There we go, most recent. That is not the most recent. Hold on. That is weird. The most recent is not Riviera. It is Serenity. What is going on? It's Serenity, Book Lover, and Celebrate. I don't know what's going on with Etsy. But those are the 3 new ones. Let me just show you through some of the goodness in here. And somebody in the Facebook group did say that one of the papers on one of the kits is incorrect. So I do need to fix that up on the listing. So, yeah, this is the Celebrate kit. Keep in mind that that's AUD. So it's roughly around 15 USD. Etsy orders them by listing renewal. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So in this kit, there is a whole bunch of it's like the ultimate birthday kit. And there's a bunch of quotes down the bottom. We've got a whole bunch of really gorgeous papers that match. And we did include also I think you can see, but the numbers up the top. So you can, do those quite nice and big, and put them on the front of a card. And then we've got like a whole bunch of matching papers. Now the next one that we have is, let me step you through Serenity. And Serenity is probably one of my favorite kits of all time, which is why we have the, we did the Serenity release. So you can see some of the artwork at the top there, and then the papers down the bottom. This was the paper I needed to fix. It's got two of the same on here, so I do apologize. So it has so much artwork in these, and there's roughly around about, I think it's 70 to 100 pieces of art, plus the papers, plus the quotes, and the word fetty in there as well. And yeah, there is so much in here. So if you have purchased this, if you have purchased our Serenity notebook, this is a fantastic addition because you could, you would forever have matching items. That's the glory of a digital. Click on it and it will get bigger. Okay, thank you, Jamie. I'm such a noob. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then we've got the papers for that. And as mentioned, I know it's got a double there. I do have to fix that. So yeah, that's, whoops. Okay, and then the last one that we have is the Book Lover kit. Now, I know that this has been a fan favorite, and not only did we do the original Book Lover, we also redid Book Lover, and it's a super versatile kit. So I wanted to make sure that that one got bumped up as soon as possible. Let me zoom that in. So we've got the Book Lover Creative Kit printable. There's a whole bunch of papers in there, and yeah, they just, oops. There's a whole bunch of quotes, the washi, some frames, heaps of deco. What's the difference between creative kits and the digitals? Well, so the digitals that we do that are like that the kit subscribers get discounts on every month, they don't really include like individual pieces like the creative kit. The creative kit has a whole bunch of individual pieces that you can basically get creative with. Now, I didn't want to call them like a planner kit because it's not really a planner kit. It's not a crafting kit. It's not a memory keeping kit. It's anything that you can think of, really. So we called them creative kits here because there is so much to them. They are quite big in the project life / scrapbooking world, where they have a mix of papers and ephemera and quotes and things like that. So they're sort of based on those, but doing our own, special, our own sort of like slant on it. Will you have I hope that answers the question anyway. Will you have a Sunflower and Sunshine creative kit? Yes, at some stage, absolutely. I did want to make sure that we got, because it has been a little while since we produced any of the creative kits. So I wanted to get at least a couple up quickly, so that way people could get creating. But yes, I have probably about another 10 that are sort of, that I need to go through and double check and then put up. Also, there was, I did have to redo the PDF because I know that some people, or some browsers, some PDF viewers were struggling to click the links on it. So I did make that change. There's also the PDF. I have actually updated to show. Stop popping up. Where did you come from? I have updated so that way there's also it's more of a guide now. So it's got instructions on how to download. And one of the things I have started doing on these creative kits was to upload all of the files individually to our Google Drive. You don't have to download them all individually because you can click on the dots, and this is in the guide, and it shows you step by step with screenshots that you can actually select on it and download all, and it will zip it up and download for you. But that way, if I do need to update one thing, I don't have to repackage everything up and export everything all over again. And then that way you also don't have to download all the files all over again. You can just grab the one that you need. So yeah, that was a bit of a change. Now, I'm just sort of having a quick look through the comments. Okay, weird thing. I'm actually really looking forward to some, what I think everybody would think is just a standard everyday thing in Texas, like going to Dairy Queen, because I hear so much about it. Oh, Tracy, you've just missed a whole bunch of my rambling. But also the creative kits. We just released a whole bunch of those. Well, not a bunch, but 3. That's a bunch. Okay, next up. Next up we have, I want to jump into Starlit Stories. Oh, whoops. And the reason why I want to jump into that is because this sort of, we're working on the Beautiful You at the moment. Oh, and Whataburger. Yes, Bianca, Whataburger. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to try out. Once I get over there for food. But yeah, so where was I? Hold on. There's a whole bunch of no, that was the Texas chat. Hi, Larry. What did you receive today? Yes, yes, Jamie, thank you. Where you can get a chicken burger, not a sandwich, a burger. I'm going to go up and I'm going to ask them for a chicken burger too. You know I'm going to do that. So the Starlit Stories, we're currently working on the Beautiful You. We have hit a little bit of a snag. I was hoping to have released it late last week. We did hit a bit of a snag because they are AI generated and then modified. We have hit a bit of a, yes, nah. So they are taking a little bit longer than what we expected. But I did want to show you one of the things that we've updated since Coastal Escape, because the Coastal Escape really was an intro to the new Beautiful You, and it had been a while since we did Beautiful You, and Beautiful You really is one of our core values here at PA. And so one of the things I wanted to do on the Coastal Escape but ran out of time was the guide. Now the guide sorry, my Stream Deck has just jumped back over again. The guide has there's a couple of different pages in here, including like a link and all that to the download. But this is what you get when you when we send the link out. So, and it's very similar to the creative kit, what you download that then leads you onto the actual Google Drive. I hope that makes sense. So first page, I kind of wanted it to look like it's a product, right? So I kind of took the template from the journaling kit and just added it as a little bit of a nice title page. And then next up we have just a little bit about the Beautiful You and a little a discount. I don't think that works yet, so yeah, don't. And that's not confirmed, that discount yet, so that's just a placeholder. Then next up is how to download the files. This is still being updated. I need to grab the latest version. But yeah, it talks about, you can use this guide, go through the guide and then pick out which one you love. Now, the best part about this guide is there's then several pages depending on how many Beautiful Yous we have for the kit, because that will always change. Sometimes there will be less, sometimes there will be more. And I know all the images are the same, but just imagine that there's a whole bunch of characters in there. And so, for example, hold on, let me just bring up a couple of the examples. So, for example, like here's one of the girls, and here's another one of the girls. So just imagine them all through the picture and all through this guide, and then down below it's got the number below it. So the idea is that you can go directly to the link, look up in the guide which one you want, and then click on in Google Drive, click on the one that you want and download it. Each of the files, each of these in here will not be linked to the individual files because that would take a long, long time to do. But at least you will have sort of like a little bit of a guide. And there'll be like a couple of pages of that, as I said, depending on how many. And then, as always, we've got the copyright and angel policy in there too. And also a little bit of a thank you for supporting us. And yeah, so we have put in there's been a lot of work on the beautiful views happening behind the scenes. And yeah, it is absolutely important to us. Hey, Life Eva. It's cool to see we've still got people joining midstream, which is awesome. And I don't think, have I seen you in here before, Life Ava? I feel like I haven't. So hi, if you're new, welcome. Also, Maria worked at Dairy Queen in high school. I was a McDonald's girl. So, oh yay! Thank you for subscribing. Okay, so yeah, Starlit Stories, Beautiful You is on the way, the same as the Peach Promenade, Beautiful You. Hey, Denise. You're late, but don't worry, I've just been rambling. Although I did say there are some new creative kits as well, and talked about Wild. Okay, now, what do I need to jump over to? I have already shown all the previews for Farmhouse Fall, so let me just jump over into Farmhouse Fall for a second, because I probably should talk about it, because it's the current sub that's open. Wow, today really is messy. It's the current sub that's open for subscriptions. It's beautiful. It's going to be absolutely amazing and cute. I love our little minis for this kit as well. That is appearing that it's on track. We've worked really hard to try and get everything back on track. And it looks like it's going to hit the shipping timeline, which is fantastic. Oh, it's taken so much work to get back to that. Okay, next up, let me just jump into show and tell. Where's my intro? Show and tell. Okay, no intro for show and tell. So show and tell is where we talk about, sorry, I'm just reading. I really love the main girl's soft features. So I'm guessing that's on Farmhouse Fall, and she's actually Viv's, is she Viv's granddaughter? I think she's Viv's granddaughter. Sings show and tell. Thank you, Denise. Denise holding down the fort and giving us an intro. Okay, so show and tell is where we basically take what you have shared with us using our products, and Michael wraps them up into one big PDF, and so that I can show some of the highlights of what people have shared. Now, this is not meant to be a be-all of everything, but Michael has said that there was so much in this week's group this week, and so many amazing things in the group this week, that he really struggled and that I need to talk really fast. So instead of talking really fast, I'm going to just pick out a couple as we go through. I'll say everybody's names and what they've done, but I'll jump through on talking about the details. But the details is what I love. Anyway, it is Monday the 14th of August. And... oh, thanks. Okay, here we go. So first up is a weekly spread for Sail and Sea from Michelle Boo. Oh, I like the collaging. Okay, hold on. I said I wasn't going to do that. Sharon has done a gorgeous creative journal spread using sunflowers and sunshine. Just run long. Thanks, Heather. There is so much here. A school schedule by Linda Crooks and her daughter featuring PAU. I love that PAU was used here. And I think I remember her daughter said that did the remember note to self important and the little hugs and kisses at the bottom. And then we've got Sylvie, who has done a gorgeous Sunflowers and Sunshine weekly layout. And then we've got Sherelle, who has done, sorry, it's really hard to say that, a weekly layout featuring Rejuvenate. Stunning as well. Nikki Lewis has done a wonderful monthly dashboard. Oh, it's your first show and tell. Thank you for sharing, Nikki. I feel like Nikki has shared before. Is that just me? Using Pink Lemonade. Maybe it's another Nikki I'm thinking of. I love it. Then we've got Heather, who's in the comments and telling me to just run over. A beautiful journaling spread featuring Sail and Sea. And, whoa, there's another one. And Rainy Days. I love Rainy Days. Oh, and another one. Vineyard. Forest Falls was a really, really big inspiration for their latest kit, which is Farmhouse Falls. And I love that pumpkin in the back of the truck. So the Coastal Escape weekly layout by Tamika. Yeah, Heather absolutely went all out. Tanya has done a really beautiful dashboard journal spread featuring Sunflowers and Sunshine. And Shannon has done a gorgeous weekly layout using Dream Chaser. Oh, so pretty. Shannon, hold on, was that? Yep, another one by Shannon, who's done a weekly layout using Pink Lemonade. And Leah Smith has done a beautiful weekly layout featuring the wave from Coastal Escape and other stuff as well, but the wave, oh, love that wave. Oh, and then we've flipped the page over and it's another weekly layout with Coastal Escape. I love how there is so much in the kits that you can do a full planner and some. Steph, I feel like this was a first time share as well. Weekly layout using Sunflowers and Sunshine. I'm going to read through the comments after it as well. So, what am I up to? Number 19 of 39. Woo! Weekly layout from Steph, who has used Pink Lemonade. And another page from Steph, who has used Pink Lemonade. Oh, and then we've gone on to Coastal Escape from Steph also. Steph was also busy. And then we've got, I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, is it Sarit? Who has used Pretty Posy on their journaling spread. I hope that I love that you've got a lot of space there. So I hope that's going to be filled with lots of writing and journaling. Oh, sorry, move on. A monthly spread by Marisol, who is in the chat using Sunflowers and Sunshine. It's also gorgeous. Leslie has done a beautiful Sunflowers and Sun. There's a lot of sunflowers this week, which I'm loving. I'm here for. Weekly layout. Pardon me. Shannon's back. Guess who's back? Back again. With a monthly layout featuring Into the Wild. Love that. And a dashboard. Oh, I love that dashboard. Nope. I love that dashboard. Featuring Into the Wild as well. And then we've got Stacey, who has done a beautiful Peacock Ballet weekly spread, and Hel, who has done a wonderful Starlit Stories layout, and I love the border on the other side. I can't help myself. I'm like, I won't talk in detail, but then I can't help it. Sylvia's done a beautiful birthday card featuring Sunflowers and Sunshine. Michelle, Mrs. Shoot. I'm guessing this is you. Weekly layout using Sunflowers and Sunshine as well. And another one doing a beautiful weekly layout. Okay, hold on. Not just a weekly layout, but we've got some, it looks like laminated vellum bookmarks. I need to make some of those. Using Sunflowers and Sunshine. A monthly layout using Coastal Escape by Leah Smith, which also looks wonderful. I love that are they like Dutch door? Or not Dutch door, but like smaller. Oh, wait. Okay, I think I realized why you've done that, because you've gone the A5 dividers with the B6 layout, which is awesome, I think. I think that's what you've done in the Coastal Escape A5. Angela has done a beautiful weekly layout using Plum Blossom. And then we've got Shannon. today's is sponsored by Shannon, Heather, and there's a few MVPs in here this week who have done a lot of planning and sharing. A journaling spread by Shannon Martin using Plum Blossom. A future log? Wait, what's a future log? Oh, is that just what you want to do in the months coming up? Is Shannon in here? Shannon, I need to know. Or anybody, can somebody fill me in? We've got a gorgeous weekly layout using Books and Botanicals, Rainy Days. Oh, it's a mashup by Bethany Stanley. And then we have a bookmark set by Alexandra using Into the Wild. Ooh, I like that. I like them all. Weekly layout from Donna using the Note to Self kit and planner as well. And then a monthly layout using Note to Self. Oh, and that's it. I really sped through those. But I just want to say that, wow, there has been some amazing sharing this month. And I think that just being able to see the versatility in our kits is incredible. Yes, I sped through. I'm also a little bit tired today, so I think that's why I'm a little bit scattered today too. Since Bujos are pretty much done one a day or weekly basis. Oh, hold on. Future log is a Bujo thing. It's a one place to put things that are happening in the future. That makes sense. It's a Bujo thing. Future log is a bullet journal thing to write future events. Oh, as a comment to have future pages drawn up. I like it. I have not seen that. Well, that much. I think when I look at Bujos, I'm usually looking at like the cover, like the front page, or the weekly, monthly page for, inspo to sort of bring that up. Candy, if you posted just before the live, there's a really good chance that it'll be on next week's live, because I think Michael usually runs them the day before and pulls them all out. But what I do want to say is thank you so much to everybody who shared. Even if your stuff wasn't featured in our live, I just want to say a big thank you, because every time you share, it lets other people get inspired on how to use their kits. And I know that a lot of people, myself included, hoard their kits because they just want to look at them. And that is fine if that's what brings you joy. Because I feel like there's a couple of different hobbies in Planner World. One is buying pretty things, one is staring at pretty things, and the other one is using pretty things. So I love that people are inspiring everybody to make amazing things. I have sticker commitment issues. That needs to be a meme. I have commitment issues. I struggle when putting down stickers in my planner. And yeah, so thank you everybody for jumping on. Now, I do want to say, if you want to, I'm molting like crazy. If you want to be featured, please use your hashtag PA Show and Tell, and that will feature you. That is also, I do believe that the PA Show and Tell hashtag also lets us use it on our website and things like that as well. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to everybody who is doing that. Now, if you are sharing online outside of our group, which I highly, highly encourage, please use the Planners Anon / Planners Anonymous I should say those separately. Hashtag Planners Anonymous, hashtag Planners Anon, hashtag, so that way other people as well find out where to purchase our kits from, because every single time you share that really helps us out. If only planner paper was release paper. I know, right? Guilty. I'm afraid I'll miss them when they're gone. Oh, yes, and don't forget to use your refer a friend codes. We do need to do I'll add that to the list of things to do. Okay, let me jump into, and I did see one question, because there was a bunch of comments and there was a couple of questions. Oh, Mrs. Shoot, I love that was you and that I'm getting to know you, as well as, one of the wonderful people who is in our amazing community who joins me on these lives. And yeah, there was a question. Oh, there it is, Tracy. When you did Hidden Gems, you mentioned you guys had sequins from older kits. Will these be available to purchase? I did send a message to customer support about this too. I'm not sure how Michael's doing with customer service. I'm guessing it's up to date. Will these be available to purchase? Michael, can you let me know so I know how to answer that? I think one of the things is that we did a whole big shipment of stuff from here, and they ended up being a lot more expensive than we expected to ship. So I'm not sure if that has changed the plans. And also the sequins would need to be made up because they're not made up and we only have so many jars for them. So I think when it comes to the sequins, we were sort of umming and ahhing on how to do that. So we have big tubs. Michael, I don't know if you want to grab one of the tubs and bring it in and I can show it because that would be cool. That's why I made the cards bookmark so I could have the pretty stickers always with me without worrying of using them only once in a spread. I did love that idea. I love that there's the bookmarks or the I can hear Michael going out to the garage, so I'll show you because it's pretty cool actually. I love that there was the vellum bookmarks. I hadn't done that before, and I'm going to give that a try. Please feel free to ask any questions while Michael's running out. I'll talk about these sequins. The sequins were ran out of time thing. Yes, but I also think that we mentioned about having them after. Oh, this is a good idea. Just dump a handful of sequins in an envelope and send them out. Put them in baggies. They ship better. That's a good idea. Okay, so here is... I don't even think this was an actual mix, was it?
No, this was a made-up mix.
Yeah, let me just jump back over to... Oh, my drink bottle. Would you mind? Oh, jeez.
Got your back, Jack.
Thank you. So this is one of... Why is there a red sequin in here? So, it's just going further and further down. Should we do some ASMR? Hold on, I'll take my rings off so they don't get stuck. Ready? Let's bring the camera down. Who likes the... Oh, I'm going to have these everywhere. So, some of them have... How's this? That is kind of fun until they get stuck on you. Which I have now done. So there is a bunch of sort of like sequins that have been made up into different ideas. So I think I did this one when there was it was like Frozen inspired. And I guess also Into the Wild could be used for this one. But yeah, there's like heaps of them.
And Coastal Escape.
And we also have, oh yeah, Coastal Escape. It's got snowflakes in it.
They used to work surf wash.
Okay. And then, but then the other thing we've got is, can I have the other? I'll make sure to close this. We have had some disasters where we've dropped sequins everywhere, which, yeah. And then we have other ones which are just like, because we would buy them as individual sequins and then make the mixes here. That's okay. Oh, I'll get there. Maybe not. Thank you. Oh, they're still not coming off.
I want that back. It's got craft herpes.
Craft herpes. People have said to just put them into baggies, which is a way better, easier way to ship them. Why is this not? There we go. Michael's having a think. Because could they go in envelopes then? I mean, they're still not shipped as letters because they would get rejected.
I mean, it's the same as the problem of the few bits and pieces we still have left here, the cost of sending them to the warehouse is too high. The cost of sending them without critical mass from here is too high. Because like we might sell a pack of sequins for $5, but shipping on it might be
$10
or more depending on where the person lives.
Yeah. I could easily watch that for an hour or so. Oddly satisfying. Maybe I just need to do some sequin ASMR. Bring them to go wild. I think I would be in a lot of trouble if I put them on the confetti carpet. I miss the confetti carpet in Vegas. Beautiful but messy. Yes. Oh, sorry. At least I'm in Australia, so shipping to me would be less crazy than the USA. That is true. But yeah, so like, we're like, should we... They're just going to be so expensive to ship. Just put them in the baggies and slap a packed by Michael sticker on the front. 5x7 bubble mailer for the win. Well, then the problem is, so if you're doing a bubble mailer, like, let me just cost this out. Like, the bubble mailers, you know, because we're not buying a huge amount in bulk... I don't even know how much all this costs. Michael does all the costs because I just don't have time to look at it. But like $5 plus shipping, which depending on where you are in the world can be anywhere from $5-6 up if it's local to like $15-20. Our bubble mailers cost us $150. There we go. Michael's coming in. I could use them as swag at Go Wild. That would be so cool because I've got the little, hold on, let me just jump over to because my little mini is literally like the confetti. I could put that on the front of them. I quite like that idea. Well, the problem with putting them in with one of the new kits is we then have to send them back to our suppliers and we get charged duties and taxes and everything by sending them over. And also we don't have enough of any one to do. I don't think we have enough of any one to send out for all the subs. Just imagine the poor customs officer who inspects your bag on the way to Go Wild. Well, I mean, it would be funny. What would be worse is if my bag exploded like it did on the last time to Go Wild, and if there was sequins then everywhere. Okay, they would need to be triple bagged. I'm just imagining all my clothes with sequins for them. Okay. They would be fairly light in baggies, but I think it's more just, I mean, Denise, you know how much Australia Post charges for everything? And because we're not shipping constantly, it's so expensive for us now. So we're not getting the constant discounts. Customs would go nuts. Yeah. They really would. Could you imagine it coming up on the scanner? I wonder what it would look like on the scanner. But I do like the idea of giving them as swag for Go Wild. I would have to, well, yeah, I would have to send them over in a box if they were to make it for swag. Baggies in a paper envelope sealed and taped. Some of the sequins have edges which might cut the paper bag, but I get what you're saying, and I love this idea. Thank you all so much for helping me out with this, or helping us out with this. 150 bags all marked with as 8 gram each, not sus at all. Well, I mean, they would open it and go, what the... Right? What? Okay. Send them to me to pack and take them to Wild. Bianca. Okay, I just need you to know what you're signing up for here. Because once these boxes are in your house with the sequins, they will forever be in your house. So I know I've told this story before, but for people who don't know it, Lachlan used to love them. So we had to keep them. This used to be our home warehouse. And so we had to keep them hidden under lock and key. because Lachlan would love to play with them. Anyway, so one day he grabbed one of the boxes when I wasn't looking, and the next thing I hear this like the sound of sequins moving. I was like, that's an odd sound. What is that? That's a really odd sound. And the next minute I go outside and I see Lachlan's like playing, like throwing them on the ground, and I'm like, ah. And then so I'm like, no, don't do that. And I like sort of start sweeping them up. And as I'm turned around and sweeping them up, he's grabbed a whole bunch of handfuls and just like ran to the other end of the living room and just thrown them up in the air. And I'm like, ah! Now that was how many years ago? 5 years ago? 4 to 5 years ago. We are still finding green sequins throughout the house. And when I talk throughout the house, in his room, in Indy's room, in wardrobes, it wasn't even in those areas. I found some in the washing machine the other day. So, I mean, do you know that this is what you... Okay, Bianca knows. I still have glitter from a tutu I made 6 years ago. I need a box. I have cats. Okay, Elsa was decorated with glitter the other day from Indy. She goes, and I said to her, did you put glitter on Elsa? And she said, no word of a lie. She just looked at me dead straight and said, she just needed to find her sparkle again, so I gave it to her. And I'm like, okay, that's adorable, but also... And I'm looking at Elsa, and Elsa's got like shiny bits all through her, and she's looking at me like, help me. Oh, well, you might have done a similar thing. He used to pour out all the liquids. Yeah, and I think it's definitely a sensory thing, like the sound, the feel, the shiny. I can totally understand it. Okay, feel free to ask me any questions. If you have any questions, I'm not going to do a live after this with like a create, just because I really need to get some stuff designed. I'm used to the messes. I always have kids all over the place when I'm not sick. Okay. As long as you know what you're getting in for. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, we should I'll find it. But I used to pick out the mixes, order the sequins in kilo bags, and then say, I want, like, this sequin is called 05B. I want, like, 3 grams of 05B, and, like, we'd use the different size scoops to measure it all out. And I used to make recipe cards for all the sequins. So, yeah, that is how we used to do it. Let me just search the queue. Oops. Oh, and I've answered the 2 questions that were on the queue. Okay. Yeah, that's so funny, the poor dog. Thankfully, we didn't have Elsa when Lachlan got into the sequin container, because that would have been a lot. Oh, okay. So any news on what the next... There is a delay, so that's why I sort of wait to see if there's going to be some stuff coming through. Any news on what the next melody will be? I've not confirmed that just yet. I am putting a lot of time into trying to get caught up / a month ahead with the sub box, because that is our bread and butter. I am also trying to get the beautiful hues done. Now, just so that you know, like, even though we are using AI art now, that is a rapidly changing space. So almost every week there is something new that I need to adjust with how we are making our artwork. So it's quite exhausting. There was a post in one of the sorry, I know I've squirreled, but it is relevant to the question, or at least the questions that are popping up. So there was a question in one of the planner, I think it was Planner Bosses groups, asking what people think about AI art and if, you know, we're all okay with it. And I sort of posted on there saying it is 100% quicker and easier to use an artist that you've worked with consistently, because they know how to work with you and give you all, hopefully what you need. And because I've used both now. I use artists and AI art, and AI art needs a lot of extra editing, and you also need to be on your toes with looking at how many toes and hands and all that there is. So there's a lot that's involved in that, and that does honestly take away time from doing other things, like melody releases and all that. So the kits are taking a little bit longer at the moment to create, because it is such an ever-growing space, and I'm having to do so much learning and adjusting to that. Are there going to be downloads? So Cynthia's asked, are there going to be downloads for Beautiful Me for recent kits as we received as Coastal? Yes, so I mentioned slightly earlier, we are working on Starlight Stories and Peach Promenade, although we have hit a bit of a snag with one of the AI updates, which has caused a little bit of problems with how we generate those. So we're just not getting the same level of detail that we used to, which is really frustrating, especially because we were halfway through both of them. And it does make a huge difference. You're not dumb, Diana. Maybe I'm dumb. But what do you do with the sequins? There's a lot of things you can do with the sequins. I actually love using them as a bit of a prop for when I'm like taking photos of stuff. But also I love making shakers. I love making little moments in my cards, and on my dashboards. I also have a really tiny little, actually, this is one of the things that you can use. This is really old though. Essentials Glossy Accents. Oh, you can see my fingers. Hold on. Beautiful. Hold on. That way? That way. Beautiful. Oh, this way. There we go. We'll get there. And I can stick them to the pages or onto dashboards, or you could do, and I wish I had Heather's, I know it wasn't sequins, and I know that they were the what do you call them? The gem things, but Bianca put a whole bunch of the gems over the front of her planner. I wouldn't suggest that with sequins because I think they'd fall off, but I mean, you could do some definitely elements on top of it, dashboards, dividers. I mean, it's one of those things where it's just, you can almost do anything with them. Shakers are a lot of fun to make though. Hold on, Heather. Crafty Diva. I would classify my entire house as a creative space. Oh, creative spaces should be messy. Yes, they should. Okay, hold on. Please consider making a winter melody. I'm just thinking, have we ever made a winter melody? I don't think that we have, which is probably why you're asking for a winter melody. I mean, Northern Lights kind of doubled as a winter melody. It was sort of non-season specific because there were bits of spring, bits of winter, everything in there. Oh, yes. The Plum Blossom sticker book fix sheets did come with Starlight Stories. Yes. I've got one here. So they did arrive with Starlight Stories. Awesome. I will consider the winter melody. The releases take a considerable amount of work, so I do need to catch up on do like the subscription stuff first. You can put sequins on your nails. You could. You absolutely could. I wouldn't want to give William that temptation. They are cool looking though. I'm guessing that's with the sequins. You promised us the one with the mountains. Did I promise? I did say that I would look at it. I'm guessing that's Into the Wild. I did say I would look at it. But yeah, I don't think there was a promise. Oh, I have decided to do plain dividers for next year so I can decorate them every month next year, like mini art spreads. That's a cool idea. OG Into the Wild had a TN. Yes, and that was very winter. That is correct. Into the Wild would be amazing. Yes, I do know that Into the Wild would be amazing. There is a lot of work that goes into those that right now there's been a lot of stuff that we need to do first. And also, if I was to do, hold on, let me just think of the seasons. Can somebody tell me when winter starts in the States? Because I think that is the main issue right now. Because there is a really long timeline on melodies. So like, for example, I would be doing a Christmas melody right now. Like if I was working on melodies, that's the one that I would be working on. So technically winter starts December 22. Oh, that's right, because you all don't do seasons at the start of months. So yeah, but winter weather varies. Yeah, so like it I don't know, I would just worry about doing them and then getting them too late for this season. Classic Christmas melody. You're going to keep asking, I know. Yes, mentally, most of us consider Thanksgiving the beginning of winter season. That's a really good idea. I don't want to open it up for a vote just because I am super focused on trying to get the main priority stuff done for the business, as well as reboot our social media and videoing, like just content, which we don't have a lot of, because, you know, we need to up our game on that side so that more people find out about us. I prefer a Christmas notebook rather than a Christmas melody. That's interesting. Yeah, we had two choices on the last vote. Well, there was actually 3 choices. So there was the Coastal Escape, there was the Into the Wild, and the Pink Lemonade. Yes, thank you so much, Bianca. Sami is only one person, everyone. And the sub box is a full-time job. And absolutely, you can have a little bit of hope for it. That is fine. But until I know I can definitely fit it in, I am not going to confirm it. I'm not going to say yeah, that's the most I'm ever going to say. Yeah. Thank you to everybody who's understanding the level of work that we have. And yeah, I do appreciate that, like the fact that people are asking means that people want more of our stuff. And I cannot be thankful enough for that we have people who want to buy our stuff. So yes, it absolutely is appreciated, but priority listing always seems to slip away, and I need to make sure that I get the kits done as a main priority and what is outstanding first, because that's important. And you know, the website needs fixing, and there's a million other things and all that I need to get done. I'm a mum now, but I may need to get a part-time job just to buy PA things. I subscribed in May and haven't received anything yet. So I'm trying to think of what. So if we go to plannersanon.com/help, hold on. plannersanon.com/help. So if you, depending on when you subscribed in May, that's not the help page. Why did that not go to the help page, Safari? So if you subscribed in May, it's either Sunflowers and Sunshine, which has already been sent, and please contact customer service. Or if it was late May, it would be Starlit Stories, which has also been shipped. So you should have those. Maybe there was an issue with the website or possibly stuck in customs. So yeah, message customer service, and I'm sure that they will follow up. Or check your emails as well, because I know that sometimes emails do go through to spam. Good night, Candy. So yeah, make sure that you're checking through your emails first to see if there's anything in there with tracking. By the way, all 3 new Creative Kids bought. Yay! Thank you so much, Nina, for your support. And that's another thing too. I know that they're not on our website, they are on Etsy, but please make sure to tell people about that, because they're just something that can sit there and help us in the background without having to do too much here for them, so that we can focus on eventually hopefully getting some more help so that we can do more releases. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Sending you sunshine and hugs from Canada for all your hard work and creativity. Yeah, we are waiting for Starlit Stories now. It's in transit. Okay, so there you go. Starlit Stories arrived at the destination airport for me on Friday, so it still has to clear US customs and get handed off to USPS. Okay, so that's, I mean, it's almost there. It's almost there. Okay. There we have it. And I know that there is a big long wait when you first subscribe to getting your first box, but once you get on the train, it does get a lot quicker. The Starlit Stories, there are printables up on the website already. So if you're waiting, you can download those. And as a subscriber, once you're logged in, you get discounts to those if you subscribe to that kit. And that means you can get started playing today. So hopefully that at least eases that up. The Peach Promenade stuff will be going up. I do know it says the 20th of July. So I am a bit late on those. But that will be, I will be looking at those probably later this week, early next week. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the main stuff that's coming through. I need to go and have breakfast. I say at 1:30 in the afternoon. Thank you all. Oh, hold on. I bought a ton of past kits already, downloaded some printables. Yay! Yeah, and that's the thing. So one of the things that we do want to encourage is, if you have subscribed, jump on and check out past kits, because you get a discount for past kits, and that way you get something to play with straight away. And we've got a lot of them that we need to get sold. So, okay, so that is pretty much all for today. Please remember we do have the Wild collab sale coming up. And yeah, make sure to tell your friends, share what we do, and I'll see you here next week. Have a wonderful week, and yeah, take care of your loved ones, and see you all soon. Bye.